Welcome back to Aether. This is week 252, day 1, beginning of Astro Anima season as well as Water and Fire season. We have just under 10 minutes, so we're gonna begin our battle first. This will be the teams. Alir is new, Alir is fun, Alir is here. Aether is the bonus unit, so she is on every team. This team is pretty interesting. It could be anti-Kavlan, and it could just be get shit over there and tank stuff. This is standard team, using this one before. This one is kind of like a cab, all cabs, and then more Alir. We'll try to use Alir as much as we can because Alir is fun. Oh, here's someone you don't see very often, Young Azura. Now, Young Azura, I used to use her a lot in Aether defense back in the day. Too bad that because she's a dancer, she doesn't have a refine. Darting Fighter. Duma. I guess there's no... We can stop that. Should we go with Alir? I think we go with Alir. As long as we just leave Mar for last, or whoever, leave somebody for last, we should be alright. Alright, so which Alir? We want, well, I mean, Element is in both of them, so it's not a problem in that sense. I will go with this one just because more range units make it a little better for me when it's time to get those spots. Alright, so we are going to stop you from blowing things up, and then we're gonna go to this spot right here, and we can do that with Aether because you can just hit it from right here, and then we can reposition her out of the way just to be on the safe side. Actually, we'll do it with Aether, so that way Aether can end on this spot and turn Marth off. Alright. Ready, set, go. Well, I kind of messed that one up. Not turning Marth off then.
I will not lose my way. Let me aid you. Speak. I have no doubt. A goddess abides.
We're still moving Aether out of there just in case. Alright. So Saros went first.
Let me guide you.
And then poor little Azura. Minus 14, minus 14, minus 10, minus 10.
Our bonds connect us.
Come on, Fallen Edgar, don't be afraid.
Leave here at once.
And then Lucina. And this is why I say I make sure I move
I am the fire.
them out of the way, just because I did not want to leave anybody in range of something like Lucina being able to reach.
The future is
Alright.
in sight.
Break this, go up. We still have to get that pot over there, and as long as we stay out of Aversa's range, I guess we can even get Aether over here next turn, and she'll turn Aversa off.
A
You have armor merch, but that's not gonna matter.
What can I do? I have no doubt.
Yep, that's not what I meant to do, but I guess that's what we did. Alright.
Our bonds connect us.
Marv and Duma.
Our bonds connect us.
And now she should end right next to the yep. Exactly where we need her to end.
Pressing ever forward.
Turn 2 or turn 3? Turn 3.
Without a doubt. I won't lose.
This will still cost us a turn.
Speak.
So we'll do this.
I will not lose my way. Steady now.
And then just have...
Let me aid you.
We'll just play it safe. I mean... We don't want to lose the pots.
I have no doubt.
So we'll play it safe. We know we're going to turn her off, but... You know... Don't want to mess up.
The future is in sight. As you request. Pressing ever
Alright.
forward.
Grab this.
Over here?
Grab this.
I will go. What can I do? A goddess abides.
Yep. Alright.
Of course.
Get the pot.
I have no doubt.
And take out the Aversa. That's pretty simple. Yep, I made sure to see if we had like fortress advantage, but we did not, so alright, and on to the defense replays, which we have two. This one is this one counted, this one didn't, and we are open for getting one that counts again. Now for this one, I had already changed my defense team. However, like the server hadn't registered it because this came in, I think, an hour or so after I had already changed my team, but it hadn't like set my new team on it. So this team is terrible in terms of scoring because Veronica and Tiki as well as Corin are not in season, so that would have cost me so many points just for having out of season units. But on their team they have Freyr. Just pay attention to this team because this is very weird. Freyr, Regan, Christmas Burger King with Astra Blessing, which is fine because it's Astra season, but Chrome with Light Blessing, Ashera, and New Year's Fafnir with Light Blessing. So yeah, this, I don't even know what this team is. But yeah, they begin. I mean, Freyr, technically they do have a bonus unit, but they're not scoring properly here. Now, again, they're trying to far save, and you know who's gonna be hidden. Yeah, Veronica completely destroys the Christmas Burger King.
This is already over.
So that's how they lose their first unit. And then we have that weird interaction that we saw the other day, which we reposition forward. In goes Tracer. Thanks to Flashing Blade, I can get my specials. So, not quite able to kill Freyr, but yeah, Freyr can take out Lycitia. And then Aether takes up Veronica.
It's the day of devotion. I'm excited.
Now here, their problem is they can attack Corrin.
A token of our thanks.
Barely survives a hit, but he's able to take her out. However, you can clearly see what the problem is going to be right there. Tracer takes out Regan.
Not good enough.
And Freyr just pretty much has free reign on to killing whoever he wants.
I've been made a fool.
So Ashera goes in, tries to get a kill. And as much as they tried, Chrome actually can't even do any damage. That's why he didn't even attack. So finally we finish off their Freyr. Yeah, see? 0 damage on the Chrome side.
Not very thoughtful.
Nine times 2 is 18, but with the damage reduction, it just misses it by 1. So yeah, very weird team. I would have been very upset if I lost to this team. Just because it's not a team meant to score at all. And also because it happened when I had reset my team. So this is the actual team that we're running this week. Alright, so we have Dual Lycitia, Hinoka, here for providing the rallying cry, and she has Hardened Bearing just in case someone tries to bandage. Miraculous, now this came in before her refine, we'll take a look at that afterwards. Shida, Tracer, again, I gave her Tamples, so technically she now has Mumbo pre-charge. I thought about giving her Luna instead, but we're just gonna keep it in case she cannot double, at least she can get a special off. Freyr, and we have Aether. Right now she has this rally, but I take it off afterwards. They brought the Tea Time Lycitia, a legendary chest, which is a bonus unit this week. Altina, Elamine, Edogar as a near save, and Aether. So for some reason they decided to beta with Altina. And exactly what you thought it would happen would happen.
Hurt yourself? No. But how?
Now she moves in to take care of the front line, but unfortunately Chess has a brave weapon, so.
Unstoppable.
And then Lycitia is able to take out Tracer. Basically it's an attack. This would have come down to who attacks first. And they do manage to get their Edelgar all the way to the other side for near saving. So not quite a lot of damage to this Edgar, but we are able to survive. Wings of Mercy. And took a Lycitia. Not quite enough speed to double this chest. Bonus stats do come in handy.
I'll put you in your place.
And then Freyr. So yeah, those are the two units that we take out, Lycitia and Altina. From here, I don't know if they knew they were baiting out Mirabilis, but they baiting out Mirabilis. They got a Lear, thanks to the Bolt Tower damage to begin with, but now here is something weird, like they go after Hinoka, they take her out, however, they didn't get either one of the pots. Most importantly, they didn't get this spot right here with Satyrs literally right there, so it's not that they had to put any effort into hit it, just that's it. So okay, I just need to make sure that we're still recording. But yeah, not sure why they didn't even get that pot. I mean, they were I know why they took her out. They were probably worried that she would just kill somebody just due to her high trade range. But I don't know why they didn't get this spot right here. It's like literally right there, zero effort. Alright, so we have the update, which means we have refines, and I believe the banner is live already. So we'll take a look at the banner first, since it's right here. If it's live, I'm pretty sure it's live. I guess it's not live. Alright, I thought the banner would be live right now, but I guess it's not. Alright, so let's take a look at those refines. Alright, so first off, we'll start with everybody else. So I did refine Mirabilis in Hell's weapon, so we'll take a look at those first, especially Hell. So for Hell, we can just go over here and then we can take a look at both of her original weapon and her new weapon. So alright, so her weapon basically is pretty much unchanged. Just the base effect that it had is pretty much unchanged. The only thing that they did add to it was now that and also this part over here, if foe initiates combat or foe's HP is over 50% at start of combat, grants all stats +4 and unit returns 7 HP after combat. So that 7 HP is meant to counteract the damage that she's receiving from distant pressure, and at the same time put her above 1 HP. You know, basically what everybody does, run Mystic Boost on her. Basically is that, so she'll still be able to take another hit even if she goes down to 1 HP with the damage from her A slot, and she'll just heal that back up. Now the actual refine of the weapon is at start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25% or a penalty is active on foe, she gets another +4, so grand total of +8, and deals damage equal to 20% of unit speed, so that's true damage. including when dealing damage with a special trigger before combat. Reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40% during combat. That obviously stacks with guard bearing. So that will give her, I believe, 80 damage reduction on the first hit. Because both of these things are... Well, no, this is from... yeah, both of them are from first hit, from first attack, whatever. One hit. So she'll have that 80 damage reduction on one hit. Live by her miracle. So this is, does make her better at surviving like brave attacks and stuff like that. Plus, with her news, Inevitable Death Plus, she can teleport behind enemy lines and attack from the back. So it still remains to be seen. We'll try her out next week. The problem is she's very low merch for me, so I always prioritize Sotis because she's plus 10, and whatever the secondary mythic of the week is, we'll take a look who it is. If it's a 7 unit, then we can put Hell in the... It's one that opens 7 slot, then I can put the Hell in the 7 slot. Otherwise, we'll just have to wait till she comes back in her bonus week. Then we have Mirabilis, which we also refined. So we'll do the same thing we just did. There we go. So, Grand Stress plus 3, penalties active on foes within 3 columns, center on unit, inflicts attack def res minus 3. That got upgraded by 1 point, so it's now at 4. And that used to be, that's it. But now she also has the end those foes during combat. At start of combat if HP is over 75. Enemies HP is over 75, or they have a penalty on them. She inflicts attack defense minus 5. Her refine gives her an extra attack defense minus 5 for a grand total of attack defense minus 10 on foe. She makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and if she attacks, so even if she dies, as long as she attacks, then she'll inflict a flash effect on enemies within 3 columns, center on unit. So because it says after if unit attacks, means that it will proc in regardless of whether she died or not, or at least it should. So it's not the brave weapon that I hope they will just give her, but she does get a guaranteed follow-up attack now, which just make her... What you want with Mirabilis is just you want her to be a threatening unit if she is the last unit left alive. You still want her people not to underestimate her, and she can always just get those kills, those cheeky kills that just gets him by having the enemy be in the wrong place. And of course, Whimsical Dream. This does the new effect added, which is inflict attack minus 6 on nearest foes within 5 spaces. Alright, Itsuki. Now Itsuki I haven't refined it now because I don't want to, just I don't have the do for it. So once I have enough do, I'll refine Itsuki as well. But for him, like I said, his session skills got upgraded. So it used to be attack and defense only. Now it's attack. It's all stats. It used to go up to a max of 7 with a base of 4. With a base of 3, it's now a max of 10 with a base of 4. And he now gets plus 10 healing. And that's the base weapon. As for the refine, he now gets, if unit initiates combat or is put into space of an ally, which means allows him to be an enemy phase, grants Osas plus 4, so he can have up to an either Osas plus 8 or Osas plus 14. So between 8 and 14 is his threshold or stats, which is pretty good. To unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack and reduces damage from foe's first attack by 30% during combat. Unfortunately, they didn't give him the one, first combat or whatever, like the one for brave effects. So this is the one for single attacks, which is, I kind of wish they just don't give these ones anymore, especially because they're starting to give the other one out more, the one that is for brave effects. So for Itsuki, this doesn't really change his play style at all. He still just wants to be an enemy face unit with just a lot of stats, especially because plus 14, if we take a look at mine right here, that means he'll be able to reach 53 speed, which is pretty decent. It's not maximum, but if you give him like the attack speed solo, or as we saw, this new the new the new skill that attack speed that is coming out in this banner, that gives you this encounter if you have 4 bonuses on it. Could also be used on him. But yeah, that's Itsuki. Now for the Choose Your Legends refines. Again, none of these have been refined yet, but due to not having enough do. Now for the Gatekeeper, he basically, for his regular weapon, the only thing that changed is now that the first part, if greater than or equal to 1, inflicts attack rest on foes during combat. It used to be number of allies in area times 2, max of -6, but now is number of allies within the area times 3 with a max of 9. So that got upgraded by 1 point, makes it more stats. Now he got a 2 condition, which he didn't have a 2 condition, which is if greater or equal to 2, inflict special cooldown charge -1 for attack, aka guard. And then for his last one, is basically the same thing. That one didn't get changed at all. For his refine, he now grants Death Rest +5, so he can grant a grand total of the +5 to all stats, to allies within 3 columns and 3 rows, which makes him stronger than what's her name? Mila, as Mila is within 7 hers is within a square radius, his is in a cross radius, so he can reach farther than her, and gives more than her. I believe she gives +4 to all stats, he gives +5 to all stats. So in that sense, Gatekeeper is a little better than Mila. And he gives the healing, so if you've been using Saline just for the healing, then might as well just replace her for Gatekeeper if that's the only reason you've been using her for, because he's better just because of the other thing that he provides. So to those allies within after the combat, at start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25, inflicts attack and rest -6 on foe. So this is when he's in combat. And resists damage from foe's first attack by 20% of defense, so that's true damage reduction. And then he restores 7 HP to himself. So all in all, not a bad refine for the Gatekeeper, since his main thing is to prevent the warping. He does that, but he also provides the guard effect and the +5 to all stats, as well as the -9 inflicts attack rest on foe. So all of these things makes him a great support unit now. He still needs to run quick repose if he's gonna enter combat, just because he's too slow. And he has to run it on a seal, because otherwise then you're giving up his unique B skill, which is basically what makes him that powerful. But yeah, not a bad refine, just does what he does, but more. And that's pretty much what all of these 4 refines are, what they do, but more. So for Marv, his base effects pretty much unchanged except for I know there's one change that I got. Oh yeah, his healing went from 5 HP to 7 HP, which is pretty much the norm. And I believe on the if greater than equal to 10 neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks. Basically no follow-up, but he also now has the tempo, offensive tempo. As for his refine, is more stats. As start of combat, if in his HP is over 25%, grants all stats plus X. X equals 5 plus highest bonus in each stats between unit and allies, which is pretty much, since he gives himself plus 6 to all stats with Shining Emblem, that means plus 11. Unless you have a unit that has more than plus 6, is pretty much going to be nearly always plus 11 to stats. And then you have the from force first attack by 40% during combat and first attack. So he does, like you see, he gets the anti-brave one. Well, Itsuki didn't get the anti-brave one. So yeah. For Erika, her base weapon is pretty much the same, except in those 40% damage reduction as opposed to 30%. For her refine is if it initiates combat or swing into spaces of an ally, grants all stats plus 5, so that gives her next plus 10 to all stats. But she also inflicts stats on foes, so X equals 5 plus the number of bonus effects on active on foe with a maximum of 9. You know, like Wings of Mercy, not Wings of Mercy, Order skills, any kind of buffs like that, bonus stats like that. Basically, if she sees a Chrome, then she just kills him because he's gonna be stacking on this. He's gonna be stacking effects, and then she's just gonna use that against him. On top of that, she has LOL effect or dull effect for attack speed and depth, not res, and neutralizes foe's follow-up attack, which combined with her preventing units follow-up attacks gives her full null follow-up. Again, it's like I said, it's just they do what they already did, but more. Finally, Marianne, which the Phantasm Tone did get a little bit of change on it. First, it got slain, so now she's, I don't know if she's the only unit, but she's one of the very few units that has stats and slain in her weapon. Like Trasier has it, but Trasier has the special trigger in her refine. So, but they gave it to the base weapon of Marianne. So that's very interesting because they usually don't do that. They usually don't give stats and slain. And when they do, they'll put one in the refine. Other than that, she does now reduces damage from combat, went up from 70% to 80%. And on top of that, she now has a 30 base damage reduction when she does in enemy phase, basically. So 80% in player phase, 30% in enemy phase. For her refine is at start of combat if his HP is over 25%, grants all stats plus 5, which she did not have all stats plus 5 in it, but she did have the speed rest minus 6, which is basically attack and speed minus 5. Yeah, the rest goes for her attack, and the speed is the speed. So yeah, it's basically attack rest plus 6, which makes her a differential of 11 attack speed, 5 defense and rest. Well, 5 defense, 11 rest. To unit deals damage equals 20% of unit speed. So now she does, since her special doesn't do damage, they put damage in her refine, including with dealing damage to a special trigger before combat, which you're pretty much not gonna do that. You're not gonna run an AoE special on her. Like the whole thing about, if you're gonna use Marianne, is because of the Requiem Dance. Otherwise, you're just gonna use a better unit. Reduces the percentage of foes non-special damage reduction by X, so she also has damage penetration by 50%, and utilizes effect that inflicts special cooldown charge and X on you in during combat. So basically what they did is Requiem Dance is a 3 cooldown special, but thanks to Time's Pulse that she comes with and the Slaying effect, it goes down to 1, and because they gave her offensive tempo, all she needs to do is attack and she'll guarantee proc her special. And that's all they want. That's the whole point. For her to get her special and be able to become that pseudo dancer that she's supposed to be. So again, that's the thing about this. You just do what they already do, but more. Gatekeeper, be a support, but with more tools to support. Marv being an Omni-Tank, but with more skills to Omni-Tank. Erica being a Tank Buster with more stats to be a more Tank Buster. And Marianne being this pseudo dancer with an easier way to activate her pseudo dance. So not bad refined. Again, they all help. They literally are designed to help them do what they already do. But not very exciting, I guess you could say. As if we're talking about exciting, I guess Hell is because of the inevitable of the death is the most exciting one, just because she does something new. She teleports now. Otherwise, I mean, she's still doing the same thing she did, like being a miracle thing. Miraculous being more offensive now, which again, like I mentioned, people used to just run her with offensive weapons. So anyone that says like this refine shouldn't be offensive just hasn't been paying attention to the way people play her. They play her without her weapon, giving her an offensive weapon. So now it just combines the two things. It lets her keep her weapon and it lets her maintain being an offensive unit. And for Itsuki, he also falls into the do what he did but more, although it does with the damage reduction that he now has in his weapon, it does let him be more of a tank. He still wants to, if he doesn't want to run a second, if he wants to run something like Null City Straw 4, then he's gonna need someone to give him the null follow-up, because he also doesn't want to run in his seal slot. He just wants to run more stats, stuff like a distant counter that gives him stats and stats in his C slot. He just wants more stats. That's all he wants, more stats. So you want to give him the null follow-up from another unit. You want someone to give him the null follow-up as opposed to him having to get it from himself. But yeah, that's pretty much the refines. Again, I thought the banner would be live since we got the trailer already, but no banner yet. And nothing came in over here. So that is pretty much it. The only other changes were we got the Dark Shine, Bright Shine. Yeah, Bright Shine. Either Bright Shine or Dark Shine. One of them can now go up to 11. We can check. Yeah, Bright Shine can now go up to 11, which is minus 12 to all stats. So I'll be upgrading that when we have enough. But 10,000 is a lot of. There is a lot of stones to get. I wish they wouldn't just keep inflating the prices to just keep going up, but yeah, that's pretty much all it is. And that's pretty much it for today. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.